Today I would like to teach you how to play the first part of Dust in the Wind by Kansas in fingerstyle. I'll break down every note and every technique to help you guys with studying this song. And if you want to learn the entire arrangement of this song, including the verse and the chorus, you can find it on my Patreon. Also, that's where you can find the PDF to this entire arrangement. Alright, one thing to mention before we dive into the song. I'm playing on the low G ukulele, low G tenor ukulele as a matter of fact. However, you can play this arrangement on both low G and high G. It will sound very good. First, I want to focus on chord shapes. So let's begin. It's very important for you guys to memorize those shapes so you won't have to look at the score and every time breaking down every note, remembering where every finger goes. So it's a muscle memory game. Try to remember each shape by heart. Alright, let's start by learning the chord shapes. The first chord is a C chord. 0, 0, 0, 3. The second chord is C major 7. 0, 0, 0, 2. Then we go to C added 9. 0, 0, 0, 5. Preferably press it with your pinky. Then let's have a look at the A minor 9 chord. 2, 0, 0, 2. Then we have the A minor 11 chord. 2, 0, 0, 5. The second fret on the 4th string, press it with the index finger, and the 5th fret, press it with the pinky. Then we go to an AM chord, but we need to add the pinky on the 3rd fret 1st string. So a normal AM chord, but with an extra note. The final chord is a G5/D. 0, 2, 3, 5. So it's type of a G chord. As you can tell by looking at the arrangement, there is a lot of repetition within those chord shapes. Alright guys, that was step 1. Make sure to memorize those shapes. It will help you further with the arrangement. Let's move to step 2, rhythm. Try to sing the following thing with me. Long, short, 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 long. Long, short, 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 long. So what we are doing here, I'm pretty much singing the long notes as long and the shorter notes, the 16 notes, as short. So this is pretty much what I'm singing. Long, short, 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 long. Long, short, 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 long. Long, short, 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 long. This song is based on the Travis picking. The original form of Travis picking is when the thumb is playing the 4th and the 3rd string, and it comes from guitar and banjo. But we're going to modify the Travis picking and do something a little bit different. So this is the way we're going to keep the right hand fingers throughout the entire arrangement. We have 4 fingers, thumb, index, middle, ring, and these 4 fingers will be assigned to the string. So thumb will be assigned to the 4th string, the pinky will be assigned to the 3rd string, middle to the 2nd, and ring to the 1st string. And we don't change them. Now let me play you the first bar. Now what I want to do there, I want to simplify it so we can focus fully on the right hand technique. Meaning, we take out the left hand and we don't press anything. So instead of fret 3, we'll have a 0. Instead of fret 2, we'll get a 0. So let's try to play the first bar with zeros instead of any other numbers. It's going to sound like this. And this is a very crucial point. I want you to work on this rhythm without pressing anything in the left hand. With a metronome, start with a very slow tempo and little by little try to increase to faster tempos. I'll give you an example. So here's a metronome. I'll be your metronome for today. 3 and 4 and. After doing that for a few rounds, you can play it a little bit faster. It's very important to be consistent with the tempo. That's why you need to work with a metronome. Let's do it a bit faster. 3 and 4 and. Make sure to reach 94 BPMs because 94 BPMs is the original tempo of the song, and that's our aim. And here's a quick tip on the side to help you with your right hand technique to make it a bit more solid. So rest this part of your palm above the bridge and then bring the fingers to the strings, and you most likely will end up having them right above the sound hole, either in the middle of the sound hole or in the beginning of the sound hole. That's the sweet sound. And by resting the palm above the bridge, it helps you being very precise with how your fingers plug the strings, because the movement is very limited and you end up only using your fingers. And that will help you to play a lot faster, of course. All right, we're at step 3. This is a step where we puzzle everything. So now we're going to be using the left hand and the right hand combined. Let's look at the first bar and let's play it together with the correct rhythm of the right hand and with the correct notes in the left hand. 3 and 4 and. Let's look at the second bar. 3 and 4 and. And now before we go to bar 3, what is important to do is combine the first bar and the second bar. This is a very important step because this is a transition between the two bars that we haven't played yet. So let's try to play bar 1 and 2 together. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. Very good. Let's look at bar 3. 3 and 4 and. Here's something to add that will help you with the left hand. So my starting point at the AM9 chord is middle finger on the 4th string 2nd fret and ring finger on the 1st string 2nd fret. That's the starting position. And when I move to the AM11, I change fingers, because if I won't be changing the fingers, it simply won't be playable. So what happens then when I arrive to the AM11, the pinky goes to the 5th fret on the 1st string and the index finger replaces the middle finger on string 4 fret 2. So here is a good point for you to stop and work on the transition. Here is AM9 and here's AM11. AM9, AM11. All right, let's play bar 3 together. 3 and 4 and. One more time. Very good. Let's move to the next bar, bar number 4. 3 and 4 and. One more time. So for this shape, I'm using the middle finger on the 4th string 2nd fret and the pinky on the 3rd fret 1st string. So actually the pinky is traveling from the previous chord, from the AM11, simply sliding it, right? Going back from the 5th fret to the 3rd fret. And while doing so, you replace the finger on the 4th string, the middle finger. You move between the index to the middle. That's how you find the new shape of the chord. All right, it's time to combine bar 3 and 4. Let's do it together. 3 and 4 and. Now, because the next part is already a repetition of something we played before, so let's play bar 5 and 6 together. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. Very good. The next bar is bar 7. Bar 7 is also something we played before, so I would like to skip that. Let's look into bar 8. Let me first play it for you because the rhythm in this bar is a little bit different than the rest. 3 and 4 and. So let's break it down. The first half of the bar is very clear. It's something we already played before. That's the AM11 chord and it sounds like this. Then we go to the second half of this bar. We move to the AM chord with the pinky on the 3rd fret. And again, pay attention to which notes are long and which are short. The double lines are the 16 notes. They're always the faster notes. And the notes without the double lines are 8 notes, so they're twice longer than the 16 notes. And the AM chord is a very small section, so actually it takes a whole quarter, just a quarter of a rhythm. And it sounds like this. In In other words, long, short, short. Long, short, short. And now we arrive to the very final part where you need to pluck 3 chords one at a time. So the first one is AM, the same chord as from before, so the same shape. You don't need to change anything in your left hand, but you need to pluck all the strings together. Then we go to the G5/D, and we finish it off with the C chord. And this is a transition that needs to be repeated a few times. So let's do it together. Just the AM, G5/D, and the C chord. So let's try to play it without stopping, just those 3 chords. 3 and 4 and 4 and once again. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. In terms of fingers, what you can do here for the AM, as I said before, middle finger on the 4th string 2nd fret and the pinky for the 1st string fret 3. And now we can speed it up a little bit. 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 4. Alright guys, we're at the very final step, step 4. It's where we play everything without stopping in rhythm. Let's do it. 3 and 4 and. And of course, if this was too fast for you, make sure to work in slower tempos. That's where you should start, and little by little build it up until faster BPMs, until faster tempos, and work with the metronome. Alright, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to follow this channel for more tutorials and tips and tricks. And if you want to learn the entire arrangement of this song, as well as get the PDF, I'm welcoming you to my Patreon. The link is in the description. I see you guys there. Thank you again.